Is Grindelwald stronger than Voldemort? With the release of Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, a new debate has emerged in the wizarding world. Voldemort was known as the most powerful dark wizard we had ever encountered. However, this series introduces us to another dark wizard, Grindelwald. Naturally, this raises the question, is Grindelwald stronger than Voldemort? After a thorough analysis, we have outlined the reasons for you in detail. 1. Oratory Skills. Grindelwald is a masterful orator, adept at using words to sway others. During his time, he captivated significant wizarding communities, particularly in Europe with his powerful speeches. A notable example from the film is his ability to persuade Queenie, Jacob's beloved, to join his side. Why is this significant? Queenie was deeply in love with Jacob. Despite her immense love for him and her efforts to stay by his side, she ultimately chose Grindelwald over her love, a testament to Grindelwald's exceptional power to manipulate others. In contrast, Voldemort did not possess the same ability to rally large masses. He always had a small group of followers who stayed with him not out of conviction but out of fear. 2. The groups opposed by Grindelwald and Voldemort. Throughout his life, Voldemort fought against a single institution, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and ultimately a single individual, Harry Potter, and was defeated. Grindelwald's target, however, was vastly different. He directly opposed the Ministry of Magic, the highest authority in the wizarding world. Despite the Ministry's extensive efforts to contain him, Grindelwald successfully resisted for a long time. It is well known how powerful the auras within the Ministry are. 3. The forces behind them. When examining Voldemorts Team, the most notable names are Bellatrix Lestrange and Lucius Malfoy. Beyond these, there are few significant figures. In contrast, Grindelwald's following was a constantly growing community of countless powerful wizards, making his group vastly superior and incomparable to Voldemort's. 4. The Dumbledore Factor. It is an undeniable fact that Dumbledore is the most powerful figure in the wizarding world. When we consider Dumbledore's perspective, we see this. During the memorable duel between Dumbledore and Voldemort, Dumbledore showed not even a trace of fear. In fact, he did not even consider Voldemort a true rival. While other wizards feared to even utter Voldemort's name, Dumbledore, as we know from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, dismissed him by addressing him as Tom, belittling Voldemort. Dumbledore was in complete control during this duel. Despite Voldemort attacking with all his might and trying to kill him, Dumbledore managed to hold him off without taking any harm until the auras arrived. In a potential battle with Grindelwald, however, Dumbledore was worried about facing him due to the blood pact between them. It is known that wizards who have made a blood pact cannot kill each other. Therefore, when we compare the situations of Grindelwald and Voldemort against the most powerful wizard, Dumbledore, we see that Grindelwald has an edge. 5. Grindelwald-Dumbledore relationship. We know that Grindelwald spent his youth alongside Dumbledore. This close relationship allowed Grindelwald to learn many things from Dumbledore, the most powerful wizard of his time. Consequently, this made Grindelwald more knowledgeable in the magical arts than Voldemort. 6. Voldemort and his Horcruxes. Voldemort channeled much of his power into his Horcruxes. A Horcrux is an object in which a dark wizard conceals a fragment of their soul in pursuit of immortality. This means that even if the wizard is killed, part of their soul continues to exist within the Horcruxes. Voldemort was the only wizard known to have created more than 2 Horcruxes. He had a total of 7, because Voldemort had transferred much of his power into his Horcruxes. His strength diminished as each Horcrux was destroyed. For instance, when his beloved Nagini, in whom he had placed a significant portion of his power, was killed by Neville, Voldemort became severely weakened and unable to resist Harry Potter. Shortly thereafter, he was defeated by Harry. In contrast, Grindelwald had no Horcruxes and therefore did not suffer from such a vulnerability. 7. Strategy. Voldemort was always fixated on pursuing Harry Potter. Beyond his obsession with killing Harry, he had no other significant goals. This obsession consumed him, preventing him from focusing on other matters or developing a broader strategy. This reveals that Voldemort's world was quite narrow in scope. Grindelwald, on the other hand, pursued a grander mission. His goal was to organize wizards against muggles and establish a new order where wizards would no longer need to hide and muggles would no longer be a cause for concern. This grand vision required a sophisticated strategy, and Grindelwald was a brilliant leader capable of developing such a plan. 8. Abilities. Voldemort's emotions often weakened his control in battles, a flaw evident in his duels. While his anger made his attacks powerful, it also hindered his ability to develop a sound defensive strategy. In contrast, Grindelwald was not swayed by emotions during duels, which made him more controlled and balanced in both offense and defense. 9. Ability to see the future. Another reason why Grindelwald is considered stronger than Voldemort is his ability to see the future. He used this ability to convince his followers of the righteousness of his cause, thereby strengthening their loyalty to him. While Voldemort's power was individualistic, Grindelwald had the capability to create a collective consciousness. This demonstrates that physical strength alone is not sufficient. Grindelwald's ability to effectively use psychological factors, in addition to his physical power, made him a more formidable wizard. In conclusion, when we examine all these factors, we can see that Grindelwald was a stronger wizard than Voldemort. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more magical insights and in-depth analyses of the wizarding world. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.